Hello, my name is Ali, and welcome to my channel. We are back with Color X Malice, Sasazuka's route. Let's go. If you're looking for the director, he's gone. Don't worry about it. What? You don't like Shiraishi either? Then this is even more perfect. What is? Don't worry. Please take a seat. I'll make some tea right now. Muke walked over toward the pot with a peppy-looking gait. Here, this way. Sakuragawa pulled me over, and I sat on a chair in a lounge area. When he's gone, this place is heaven. It's warm, there's good tea here. Let me guess, you eat lunch with Mukai here every day? When our lunch times match. This seems like an unexpected friendship. They gave off completely different vibes, but perhaps they had a common interest. Yeah, hating Shiraishi, apparently. I have a lot of things to buy at the end of the year, so this bento really saved me. Thanks. That's good. I was worried that you might not enjoy it, but I was also pretty proud of today's bento. So then I should have high expectations? No, don't expect too much. The tea is ready. All right, then let's have lunch. Mukai sat down on the chair and poured us each a serving of tea. It seemed like she ordered food. A multi-tiered lunchbox sat on the table. My heart raced as I focused on Sakuragawa hurriedly unwrapping the bento I made next to me. Oh, it's meat. That's what I'm talking about. It's a miso marinated grilled pork. I hope you like it. All right, let's eat. That was fast. Sakuragawa threw a piece of meat into her mouth, not leaving me any time to brace my feelings. Then, oh my God. It's so good. She looked at me with bulging eyes. It's already cool, but the meat is tender, and this miso is amazing. It's so good. Thank you. I love Sakuragawa. I wish they had a route for her. You know, it would be awesome. I felt deeply relieved, and I was just about to unwrap my own lunchbox when... She seemed to be glancing this way nervously. My eyes met with Mukai's. I will say, the eyes in this game are amazing. I love how beautiful these eyes that all the characters have. Oof. It's so detailed, too. Mukai, would you like to try some of the pork, too? Is that okay? Then, would you like to trade with my lunch? Huh? That's fine, but... You don't like eel? This place is supposedly known for its delicious eel. Eel? That's too expensive to trade for something like my bento. Trade her. She's starving for some home cooking. I'm embarrassed to say that I'm not good at cooking these types of things. I get by ordering food or getting bento from the basement level of the department store. The embarrassed look that Mukai had as she said that looked kind of cute, and I couldn't suppress my laughter. Then I will gladly trade lunches with you. I traded my lunch for hers, and we focused on eating for a while. Even though she always does this, I'm still amazed by Sakuragawa. Mukai sipped her lunchtime tea and made offhanded remarks. You were just at a crime scene earlier, and now you're eating meat like nothing happened. Ugh, that's true. I will admit I know how that feels. My ex was a paramedic, and one day we were freaking having like a meal with my family, and he just started talking about some of the goriest stuff he had to deal with, and I'm like, I lost my appetite. I heard today's incident was an arson murder. The shadow in the fire from the video. I cupped my mouth reflexively. If you've got delicate nerves like that, then you're not cut out for forensics. Sakuragawa offered her nonchalant assessment. A job's a job. You're the same way, right, Mikai? Well, I don't deny that. The two of them shared a cheerful laugh together that made things feel pretty bright. They're pretty cool. Both as a citizen and as a police officer. I felt like I was pretty far away from being on the same level as they were. Sorry, that was my foot rubbing against the chair. Don't worry, it was not a fart. I promise. I can't believe there has been X-Day incidents 2 days in a row. Sakuragawa sighed dejectedly. 2 nights of this in a row is too much. The bed in the nap room is too hard for me. You must be very busy. There's nothing I can do about it. It's not like the incidents will be at our convenience. Besides, I hear that the case this time will be solved pretty quickly. What? I just overheard this at the scene. As I made an involuntary reaction, Sakuragawa gave me a small wink at me as if to send a secret code message. They've already got a prime suspect who is coming in under voluntary questioning tomorrow. According to the people from Section 1, it seems we'll be able to narrow down this case much faster. Did they find evidence or something? Well, I took as many samples as possible, but I'm just relaying what I heard when I was at the scene. That probably meant that was the limit of what Sakuragawa could tell me. I can't press the matter any further. What's wrong, Mikai? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that I heard the director saying something similar. Shiraishi? Yes, in his oh-so-annoying way. He just smiled and said, they pretty much know the guy already. And he wouldn't explain it to me. I know what he's doing. He's doing this on purpose to taunt me. Calm down. That's nothing unusual, right? It still pisses me off. I seized upon my opportunity. Did Shiraishi say anything else? Else? They looked at me as if they wondered why I'd want to know something like that. Then Sakuragawa sent me a lifeboat. Hoshino seems to also have some thoughts she wants to organize about Shiraishi. I assume she wants information on the enemy. Oh my, is that so? Mikai stares at me with shining bright eyes. I understand. I truly understand. I feel like we'll get along very well. Thank you? That's right. If all three of us face him, we can someday show the director exactly what we're made of. Anyways, Mikai, you were saying earlier? What? Oh yes, that's right. Anything else about the incident? Let's see. I think he was saying that they're just sacrificial pawns. I was going to say plawns. Sacrificial pawns? Unfortunately, how and why things are like that is beyond the scope of my current understanding. It's okay. I'll let you vent another time. Let's call it a day. Sakuragawa gestured at the clock on the wall. It was time to finish our break. I wanted to get some more details, but it can't be helped. I declined their offer to wash and return the bento boxes and retrieve them. That was delicious. Make it again sometime. If it's not too much trouble, I'd like one too. Yes, when I make it again, we'll have lunch together. I bowed deeply, then began returning to my desk a step ahead of them. December 8th, 4:32 p.m. I'll go ahead and take my leave. Sorry. Oh, thank you for all your hard work today. I yelled my goodbyes to Moshida and took a deep breath as I put the phone down. I yelled at my goodbyes. Not, I said my goodbyes. Now, bye! Sounds like what my son would do. He's so loud. Anyway. He said he was going to leave work early because he was working late yesterday, but it's already late again. 4:32 p.m. is late. There were more calls today than yesterday. It was so bad. Moshida and the others didn't even have a moment of rest while they compiled their reports. I have to hurry. Impatience kept mounting. X day was steadily approaching. Listening to the residents, calming them. Until recently, those were my duties, but now I have to do whatever I can in order to solve the case. The calls were finally slowing down, so I figured I should combine today's notes with yesterday's. Oh, but before that, I should check in just in case. I took out my cell phone, hesitated for a bit, and pressed the call button. Sasazuka. Ah, hello, this is Hoshino.
What is it?
So, should I stop by the agency this evening?
Don't need you. I won't give you a hint just because you came here.
I didn't mean it that way.
That's all. Jeez, dude.
An incident happened today, too. He didn't even ask whether I had information. That's the low level of expectation that he had of me. I should improve my mood. Now wasn't the time to dwell on petty matters. Besides, as long as I pass Sasazuka's little test, he'll accept me. Yeah, I need to give it my all. I opened up the X-Day case overview on my PC and took a deep breath.
Flashback. Nice. Do you remember when Yanagi and I were talking earlier about how the perpetrator of today's would be caught soon? First, think about why that's the case. Then, based on your conclusion, find a common thread between the X-Day incidents as a whole.
Yesterday's shooting incident. Then today's arson incident. They seem to have pretty much isolated the suspect for both of them. Yanagi, Sasazuka, Shiraishi, and of course people from the investigation's headquarters have already reached that conclusion. The reason they determined the suspect so far... I should think about this simply first. What would create similar characteristics? We are going to say if it was a previous suspect. What if they were suspects in previous crimes? It wasn't like the police were simply just folding their arms and passively observing the X-Day cases with whole time. This whole time, not with whole time. Why did I say that? They had a number of valid suspects and narrowed it down to one person of interest. Glossary. Nothing was highlighted.
Yeah, and it's not even doing anything anyway.
Oh, okay. Weird. Person of interest. A person who is a target of investigation as someone who is tied to the crime in some way. They could range from having information about the crime or being suspected of committing the crime. I know I'm already like the third route in, but I still love the details here that they make with the glossary. And then the cat in the corner, that's pretty dang cool. Even though there were reasons to doubt the others, they were released because they had watertight alibis. Even if they were released, if the case was unsolved, they wouldn't be left unmarked. Once a person was noted as important, they wouldn't evade an investigation dragnet easily. Especially not in a case of this magnitude. If you were suspected of being remotely tied to X-Day, the police had tabs on you. What if there was someone out of the witnesses that didn't have an alibi for yesterday's and today's incident? Naturally, they would be re-examined as a person of interest. The August case was an easy one. Flashback.
The victim was a developer who worked on the online game that was the trigger for the August case.
Everyone pretty much agreed that the perp was someone who was harmed by online bullying in some way. It wouldn't take much time to filter out the people from the witness pool who fit that characteristic. So, what about today's arson murder? Oh, that's right. I needed to do more research about today's incident too. Although I saw the video, I was deluged with calls, so
I knew nothing about the victim. Is it deluged or deluged? I don't remember. On top of that, it wasn't confirmed that it was an X-Day incident yet. The video, coin, and the Roman numeral, unless those all matched, we couldn't discount the possibility of a copycat criminal. Found it. Online news sites had already put together information on today's incident. The victim recently got out of jail. The charges were stalking and mayhem? If the August case was related to yesterday's incident, maybe today's incident was related to one of the previous X-Day incidents. So the commonality would be, I believe it's stalking, but I want to make sure. Okay, yeah, it is stalking. I want to try to get the answers right so we get the good ending. Maybe. I cast aside my worries about being too rash and began to search about the certain incident. Here we go. The case in July. It said that it was a stabbing death in self-defense, but just like today's incident, a stalker was killed. I can't believe that this commonality was so easy to see. The common aspect that the July case and the arson murder from today shared was stalking. The shared aspect between the August case and yesterday's murder was online games. I now saw that the two cases were related. But now the real problem begins. Especially in the August case, wouldn't the crimes be committed by the same person? That's what I would assume. But Yanagi and Sasazuka both confirmed that was not the case, which meant that they already had definitive evidence to make that assertion. Furthermore, they were so sure of this without being part of Investigations HQ. The excitement from almost unraveling this and the frustration of not knowing the answer intermingled. I'm under the same constraints as they are. I am here at the station, but I don't really have access to the headquarters. I don't have any investigative experience, so I was at a disadvantage compared to them, but this wasn't an impossible task. As we go to fall asleep on the floor. No, just kidding. As I responded to the occasional reports, I was absorbed with trying to formulate the best hypotheses I could think of. Sorry for the voice crack. Jeez, for some reason my throat's really, really dry. Ooh, Adonis point of view. Sorry, I just took a drink. I'm sorry if you heard the gulping. I do apologize. 0. What is the meaning of having 2 consecutive incidents? There is only to be 1 countdown this month. For what reason? I'm certain that the executors will move on your command, but for our plan to proceed aberrantly, I don't know what that word is, would be to make her notice, her, Lady Hoshino. You mean your live experiment? You won't tell me the reason, though. Understood. Please excuse me. Interesting. Back to the main character point of view. And I am going to let you guys go here. Well, hold on. December 8th, 7:23 p.m. I'm going to let you guys go here. I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one.